In terms of volume growth, we continue to anticipate industry growing at a strong single digit, and we've been maintaining this for the last few quarters. We hope to continue to grow above the industry. Now, going forward, of course, there are state elections in this quarter, and national elections will happen sometime before May next year. And elections are always a disruptor to the beer business because there are inevitable closures and restrictions on supplies, etc. But having said all that, we still see a strong single-digit volume growth for the industry. And the fact that will temper our margins growth and profitability growth is that we see input prices going up. Because as you've noticed, energy prices have gone up steeply in the last couple of months. That has resulted in an increase in prices of fuel, prices of glass, price of paper. And going forward, we also see an impact in the increase in price of barley. Now, Indian barley sowing will happen November, December, and crop will be available in March onwards. But we are observing that the international barley prices today are also very, very high as compared to what they were last year, owing to inclement weather which Europe and other barley growing areas experienced earlier this year. So the trading environment will be difficult from the input cost material price point of view, but we are still hopeful that the industry growth will remain in the strong single-digit level.
Shekhar, apologies for that. I just want to come in with the next question, which is what's aided your strong margin expansion this quarter?
Well, that's a result of volume growth, and volume growth across broad states, and also, of course, the fact that our premium brands have grown much faster than our overall growth. So they have grown at a very strong double digit. And our strong emphasis on cost control is kicking in. You would have recalled that I have been talking about our cost control initiatives over the last 1 year. And so when you bring them all together, good volume growth, strong growth of the premium portfolio, coupled with control on costs, that's what results in margin improvement.
Right. Shekhar, the strong growth posted by the beer industry, included you, continues clearly. Still, penetration, one would say, has indicated that per capita consumption remains the lowest in the world. Why is that? And do you see scope for this increasing?
Well, definitely it will increase, and we are seeing a growth, but the growth is slow. I know this is too short discussion to dwell on why the penetration is so low, but at a very high level, you know, the access is very, very limited. There are only about 75,000 outlets across the country where people can buy beer. The price of beer to the consumer is very high compared to that of spirits. So, you know, beer is not, you know, in many parts of the country where beer is the entry-level drink for most people. In India, beer is expensive, which is reflected in the fact that the imagery that beer has in India is that of a premium alcoholic beverage. And if you really want alcohol for the sake of alcohol, you will drink spirits. That's two. And three is that, you know, excessive control on the overall business by the various states. So if you look at all that, and of course we are still a poor country, and there are pockets of prosperity in certain urban areas, but the rest of the country is still very poor. So till there is an improvement in access, till the price of beer to consumers is better as compared to spirits, the exponential growth in the industry will be difficult to come by. However, our 2 or 2.2 liters per capita that we have today will grow, but for it to reach global levels will take a long, long time.
Okay. So despite the influx of foreign beer brands, you've managed to maintain your market share for the last few years. What would you say has helped you?
Well, we have strong brands, we have consumers who like us, but you know, if you look at the way we have approached our business, we have always believed that notwithstanding the restrictions that exist in the way we have to operate in terms of limited access or price control or lack of opportunities to promote, but we've always believed that this is a business of brands. And United Breweries Limited is what it is because of the brands we have. And we've always believed in investment behind the brand. So Kingfisher is what it is because of brand building over decades. We've launched Kingfisher Ultra, recently launched Kingfisher Storm, Amstel, Heineken. All have strong, powerful brands in our portfolio, and all of them have built from the perspective that ultimately consumers will choose what they would like to choose. Of course, all this is supported by the fact that we have probably the broadest manufacturing network in this country, because beer being a state subject, it's advisable to have manufacturing facilities in every state. So we have that. We also have a strong distribution network which reaches all the possible outlets and makes the brand available. So I would say that it's a combination of many things, but if you were to single out any one, I would say it is brands and United Breweries Limited's belief that notwithstanding the restrictions and the constraints imposed by state excise policies, we must constantly invest behind our brands.
Okay, what about contribution from premium beer brands to companies' revenues and volumes then?
Well, this will definitely keep going up because you see our brands like Ultra, Ultra Max, Heineken are growing very strong double digits. Then we've recently launched a Kingfisher Storm, which is, it's because it's still new, is growing over 100%. Amstel has been launched by us recently. So we are continuing to invest behind a premium portfolio. And as time goes by, the contribution of this premium portfolio to our overall business will definitely increase.
Right. Shekhar, Maharashtra, Goa, big markets for you have once again seen only single-digit volume growth. Why is that?
Well, Maharashtra, because you would recall that end 2017, there was a steep hike in excise duty in Maharashtra, which pushed up consumer prices by 20-25%, and the market hasn't really recovered since then. It'll take some time for consumers to get used to the enhanced prices. So notwithstanding the fact that the impact of the highway ban is getting reversed in Maharashtra, the high consumer prices are dampening the growth. Goa has never grown very fast. Goa continues to grow at mid-single digit for a long time. It's a stable business. It's not a large market. We have a strong presence there, but in terms of size of the market, it's one of the smaller markets. But it continues to show modest growth, and it's never been an exponential growth kind of market.
Right. You once again managed to decrease your debt significantly. So could you highlight whether your aim of turning debt-free by FY19 will happen?
Yeah, so the reason for that, you're absolutely correct. Reason for that is that we have strong cash flows, which we are investing into our requirements of capex, etc. So at this point of time, we do not have an intent to take on any debt, but we have an open mind, and if we need to, we will. But it's at this stage, it's good to have low debt, which gives us flexibility for future growth.
Thanks, Shekhar. Thanks very much for giving us those details. We wish you the very best for the future.